going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update. We are rolling out daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout all of the summer transfer window for you guys to enjoy. So if you haven't already, then do make sure you have subscribed. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on, and that will keep you up to date first and fast this summer with the latest Manchester City transfer news on YouTube. Also, don't forget as well to go and check out my social media links. They're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. Aiming for 500 likes once more. We've managed to hit it on our last transfer update, so if we could hit it on this, then that would be brill. Also, don't forget as well, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And lastly, this video is sponsored and it's brought to you by KitBag.com. They're running a current campaign involving the latest training gear. So if you want to go and check out all the latest Manchester City training gear for the 2022-2023 season, then just go and press that link in my description. That'll take you to KitBag's website where you can take advantage of lots of great deals and purchase the latest training gear as well as the latest Manchester City jerseys and everything. Well worth having. I like using KitBag, so go and check that out if you so wish. So let's crack on then with this transfer update. So we're going to start off with the outs first, and we've got an update on Darko Gyabi. Now, he has signed officially for Leeds United today for £5 million. He signs on a 4-year contract with Leeds, and wishing Darko the very best of luck on his move to Leeds United. It is a separate transfer to that involving Kalvin Phillips. We'll speak more as we progress in the video about Kalvin Phillips, but wishing Darko the very best of luck there. Hope he smashes it. And yes, good to see some of these City young players going out there and having the capabilities and belief that they can go out there and spread their wings and yeah, be able to make it out there, and wishing them the very best of luck. And speaking of young players that may well be going out to spread their wings, Romeo Lavia, got an update on him now. Fabrizio Romano says that he is set to sign for Southampton. The fee is £10 million. However, Sky Sports have argued against that and said it's a package worth £14 million. So I'm going to presume it's somewhere between £10 and £14 million is going to see Lavia sign for Southampton from Manchester City. Both sources, though, have suggested that there is going to be a buyback clause included by Manchester City, and City and Southampton now are just discussing the final details of this transfer to make it happen. Now, Fabrizio Romano has spoken about this release clause and said he believes that the release clause for him to return back to Manchester City, the buyback clause is what I mean by that release clause. The buyback clause, it's going to be worth £40 million. Bazunu's fee when he signed for Southampton, for him to come back to Manchester City as part of that buyback release clause, it's also £40 million, so wouldn't surprise me with Southampton once more going for the same price for another young player from Manchester City. But Lavia is going to have his medical this week, and he will sign a new long-term contract there with Southampton. And lastly, of the young players, takes us on to Kayky. Sam Lee of The Athletic has given a quick update on him and said that he has been made available for loan this summer by Manchester City, so we're going to cue the interest there and see where he does end up. I reckon he'll end up abroad, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, moving on, we've had some confirmed transfer news. Comes in the form of Gabriel Jesus. I've already done my video, which I'd prepared whilst I was out on holiday in Tenerife, so if you want to go and check that out, then just head over to my channel. Pause this video, go and check that out. It's only a couple of minutes long, giving my thoughts on that. But, yeah, there's no complications, all sorted. He signed at 8:34 AM BST this morning. Arsenal have signed Gabriel Jesus. He signs for £45 million. It's a big blow to Manchester City because he's such a hard-working, versatile player. Arsenal have got themselves a cracking player in Gabriel Jesus. His work rate is immense, and it'll be very interesting to see how he does at Arsenal, but wishing Gabby the very best of luck for his future endeavours and for the rest of his career. And yeah, like I said, I'll keep an eye on his progress. I'd like to have kept Gabriel Jesus here, but it's just the circumstance, the contract, where we're at as a club and where Jesus is at as well, that it's just time to part ways. And we've had these farewells before with players like Leroy Sané. That 1 year left on the contract. We didn't want them to leave. They want to go somewhere else and pursue something else, and that's what's happened with Sané. Has happened again with Gabriel Jesus. So wishing him the very best of luck. It's a blow to Manchester City, but yeah, so it's thank Gabriel Jesus for his hard work, determination whilst he's been at City, and the effort that he's put in for the club and for the badge as well. And wishing him the very best of luck in the future, and at Arsenal as well, except against us, of course. Now, moving on to the final out story, takes us on to Raheem Sterling. And again, speaking of Sané, speaking of Gabriel Jesus, I think Sterling could well become the next player that ends up that victim of the 1 year contract left on his deal. He's just going to become a victim of that once more, isn't he, Raheem Sterling? I've already faced up to that. He's a player I don't want to lose at Manchester City, but it's just looking more and more likely each day that Raheem Sterling will leave Manchester City, and Martin Blackburn's given an update on him. Talks are believed to have progressed very well over the weekend. However, no fee has been agreed between Manchester City and Chelsea as of yet for Raheem Sterling to become a Chelsea player, but everything is pointing towards Sterling going to the exit door, more than likely going to Chelsea. So I'm expecting that Sterling probably will be the next big casualty for Manchester City in terms of our first team squad. Do keep an eye on Alexander Zinchenko and Nathan Ake as well as Zach Steffen too, which we're still waiting for official confirmation on his loan to Middlesbrough. Now, moving on to the ins, let's speak about things more positively. Let's speak about Kalvin Phillips. So he's been officially unveiled as a Manchester City player. That came at 9:58 a.m. this morning. Kalvin Phillips was announced by Manchester City. He signed on a whopping 6-year deal, which is fantastic. Great bit of business that from Manchester City, and he signs for £42 million plus some add-ons is what it's been described as, and I believe it's £3 million in add-ons. So I wanted to wish a very warm welcome to Kalvin Phillips. He is going to wear the number 4 shirt at Manchester City as well. Big boots to fill there. Vincent Kompany, former number 4 at Manchester City. So we'll see how Kalvin Phillips performs for Manchester City, and wishing him the very best of luck. I think he's a good solid signing there for City. Again, I've already done announcement videos giving more details on this transfer and giving my thoughts on what Kalvin Phillips can bring to Manchester City. So pause the video, go and check that out as well. Put that out earlier for you guys to enjoy. But interestingly, speaking of numbers, with Jesus leaving, it also means number 9 is now available for City, and I'm expecting Erling Haaland to take control of that. But it is firmly believed now by Manchester City that now we've got Kalvin Phillips in the bag, we're going to be focusing on the outgoings, and in terms of incomings, attention will turn towards a left back, a full back, and Marc Cucurella. That's where Man City's attention is going to turn towards, and that's what I'm expecting plenty of updates to give you guys throughout July. So if you haven't already, do make sure you have subscribed so I can keep you up to date every single day with the latest Manchester City transfer news this summer. And moving on to the final story, I want to give a quick update on Serge Gnabry. Now, Fabrizio Romano has said that City have sent scouts to Germany to go and watch Serge Gnabry last season. Manchester City wanted to see if he was a good fit for the squad or not. Fabrizio has confirmed that no offers are in from any club, including Man City, Arsenal, and others that are interested. And Jack Gorhan, pretty reliable with Manchester City information, has said that no move will be made by Manchester City for Serge Gnabry this summer. So what I will say is that's that story done and dusted. It was nice whilst it lasted. We had plenty of these stories last summer, if you remember, short 24, 48 hour stories where things start to materialise, where things start to heat up. This is Man City showing their interest, having a look, but not actively making a move. And I always say there's a big difference between Man City showing an interest in a player and actually making a move. And it's all about, speaking about interest, there's lots of interest out there for lots of different players. Will City make the move? That's the next step. And was getting excited about Serge Gnabry, but it looks like City aren't going to be making that move. And I have heard from some sources close to the club that City won't be looking at an attacker. Yet other sources have suggested that City, once they've got Cucurella in the bag, will start to look towards other parts of their squad. So it all depends on the outgoings, who goes, what money City have got available, and who they want to make a move for, and just literally how much it's going to cost, and does it make sense to make a move for these players. So I'll keep my eyes and ears open for you guys. It could be something that City choose to address much later into the window. I'm talking not just into pre-season, into the start of the season. I'm talking August sometime, maybe even towards the latter parts of the window. Had it last year with Cristiano Ronaldo. There could be one or two more curveballs out there and more surprises, so I'll keep everything obviously open and see what we get. So plenty of content to look forward to on the JSGC channel when it comes to Manchester City transfer videos, so if you haven't already, do make sure you have subscribed. Also, don't forget as well, social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by KitBag.com. Go and make use of their great deals that they've got over on their website, including that of the latest Manchester City training gear. Link to that is in the description. Also, don't forget as well, leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. 500 likes once more is the aim, and most importantly, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say with regards to these transfers. And I will see you guys again tomorrow religiously for the next Manchester City transfer update. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.